Hey guys, welcome back to Urban Rhino Tutorials. On this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a set of decoupaged coasters. So for this particular tutorial, the kit that we sell on our website to make this, you will receive 4 of these square glazed coasters, as well as a sheet of paper, and there are several different prints that you can choose from. You'll also receive some of the Mod Podge medium and a brush and a little stencil here so that you know what size to cut your paper to. So the first thing that we want to do is cut down the paper to the right size, and I'm going to cut this into 4 pieces, and this is the size that I want. And you can see when I lay this on top of my coaster, it is in about 1/8 of an inch from the edge all the way around. So I don't want it to overlap, and I want to be able to see that white edge just a little. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my paper over. I'm going to lay my little template here down, and I'm going to trace it so that I know exactly what to cut. I'm tracing it 4 times. Ooh, almost could fit. Okay. Just like that, and then 1 more. Okay. If you have access to a paper cutter, or if you have a scrapbook, paper cutter at home, you could certainly use that. I'm going to cut along the edge, nice clean lines to make sure that it's straight. And what we're going to be doing, and I'm going to show you how to do this with 1 coaster, so you don't have to watch as I do all 4 of them, because it's basically a repeat process. But we will secure the paper to the coaster, let it dry, and then come back and put a coat of the Mod Podge on top to seal it. And what that does is it helps, it keeps the paper from peeling up on the edges. You definitely don't want that. All right, so there are my 4 pieces. And I like to put wax paper down first. I'll just kind of weight it down with a couple of my other pieces. And you can see that it's going to fit with just, again, a little bit hanging of the white showing there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Mod Podge, dip my brush in, and I'm going to put a coat on the, you can do it either on the back of the scrapbook paper, or you can do it on the, straight on the tile, which is what I'm going to do. And you want to make sure that it's really even. You don't want big clumps in there. Otherwise, you're going to see that, and it'll kind of push up the paper. And this is cardstock, so cardstock is much easier to use and work with than the just regular weight paper. Okay, so I've got a nice even coat on here, and I'm going to take my first piece and set it on here. to make sure it's nice and even. Press it down. And I'm gonna let it dry. And if you have something you want to set on it to let it help it dry, like I have these round coasters, so I'm gonna put that on it, then you can do that. While that dries, is drying, I'm going to finish up the other 3. When I come back, I'm gonna show you how to put the top coat on. All right, so all of these are dry now, and I'm ready to put my top coat on. And basically, we are going to just brush the Mod Podge straight on top. You want to make sure that you're working from the center out. You don't want to fight the edges, so you want to brush out to the edge. That will help press it down. Again, you're going to put a nice even coat on this. If you do this and you feel like you want to go back and put a second coat on top, you certainly can. All it's going to do is just make it even that much more sealed on, I guess. Just one more layer of protection. So I've said this before in my tutorials when we're working with Mod Podge, but you want to make sure when you're working with Mod Podge that the picture or paper that you are sealing and applying is not printed on an inkjet printer. What happens is the way that prints onto the paper, when you go back and try to seal it, it's going to make all of the colors just bleed. It's really gross. A laser jet doesn't do it as much, but you might still have some issues with it. You can always laminate the picture first. Obviously, if it's a magazine image, you shouldn't have any issues with that at all. Okay, so this one is done. Again, I'm going to just repeat this process with my other 3, and then it'll be dry and ready to use. So pretty simple, and you can use a wet cloth to clean these off once this is dry, because it seals it and it's gonna have kind of a shiny surface. So again, this kit is available for purchase in our online store, and I am including a link below in the comments if you want to check that out. So thanks for watching, guys.